Hey, what's up, stream? This guy raids all the time. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to support the community. It is 11:46 p.m. here in Africa. Can you believe this? A stapler and a Nintendo Switch going together for 107,000. Crazy, huh? So someone launched a token about it earlier, and the token is called Stapler. And so, yeah, it's pretty degen, I would say. Pretty degen, pretty fucking degen. They deployed it and called it the six-figure stapler. At the time of deploying, it was, only a couple thousand. And as you see, the banner is 69,000 at one point. Now it's 107,000. So I guess the next price would be 420, huh? But yeah, we managed to call this in the Discord at 100K. So if you're not in the Discord, jump in the Discord. It's free. Here it is. It's the Discord. There's people in there right now. You have around 30 people, 29 people on the VC. They all speak different languages. They're all from different places around the world, but they all gather here for the same reason. So yeah, we dropped it at 100K. It just happened to be the complete floor, if you see that, right? I believe Frosty caught it dead on 102 or 3 or something like that. So yeah, that's a nice 10x or 8x. Clean 8x if you got in late. I'm still in. You can see that I bought and I've sold the equal amount, taking out my initials, and I still have a moon bag of 673. So I think it's gonna do something. I mean, at the end of the day, it's had 10 mil volume on the 24-hour, so the total volume of this chart is 10 mil. And usually, what you can do is check out the volume. As long as it wasn't a volume rug, typically the chart goes and seeks out that volume. So I'm expecting this to get to at least 1 mil or 1.5 mil, something like that. Could go a lot higher. This could get viral. This could be in the news tomorrow. This could be all over Fox News, CNBC, all your news channels worldwide, really, because at the end of the day, it's eBay. It's eBay, and it's GameStop, the main account. So, yeah, I think it could be viral. And if it is viral and it makes the news and it makes headlines, then this token is more than likely going to do something. It will go probably beyond its all-time high of 2 mil. That would be pretty cool. That would be very cool. But yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on it. Obviously, not all tokens go the way you want them to. If you wanted to, I mean, someone would say, "Oh yeah, that's a bull flag," but it's a meme coin. There's no bull flag. What you get is consolidation patterns like the Ark, Noah's Ark, right? A nice consolidation pattern, and if it follows the bull, I can see this going way higher than the bull. way higher than the size of the consolidation. And sometimes that does happen with memes. That did not work. There should be a rotate button, but there isn't. Can send it back. Take out that nice ruler. Even that you cannot. But what we can do is this. Yeah, not the best, but nevertheless, not too bad. Either way, I see it going at least to 1.5 mil or 2 mil. That would be pretty nice. That would match the 24-hour volume and achieve some success, of course, because it's been riding this new floor for some time. And there's been a lot of holders getting in, right? It's now at 1,200 holders at 600K, which isn't bad. Seems to be mostly organic. The holders list doesn't look infected. Profits got in 5 hours ago. OGN, he's been in for a while as well, 9 hours ago. He's just been holding. Patty Ice, he bought in recently. I know Shaw sold. A bunch of people sold. Like, this is why GMGN's so good, guys. You can just go to the holders tab, click KOL, and you can see all these KOLs that sold early. B Soul sold early. She sold for $1,000, 100. West sold for 400 bucks. But he got in really early. And then all these guys sold pretty early. Cupsy as usual, in and out. So it's something I'm looking at. Obviously, I've got a nice Moonbag in there. Look, even Cooker is in. He hasn't taken any initials, no profits. This is why you guys need to use GMGN. If you're a newbie and you need to do some research, then you can use these KOLs as a reference and see who's in, who's out, who fumbled the bag, who sold it and why. You can give yourself ideas from that. Obviously, some really good swing traders like Cooker, OGN, and Profits are in right now. Patty Ice, I wouldn't say he's a good swing trader. He's down 117K on the weekly, on the 7-day weekly, which is crazy. Really, really crazy. That's basically 3 houses in Mexico. I think Dex is here. He bought in recently, 2 hours ago. First buy? No. So he got in earlier, and now he's getting back in again. So his P&L is pretty good, 7K on the weekly. So this has to do something. Without a doubt, it has to do something. This I just called. I was playing some Warzone. Yes, at 10, 11 o'clock. I dropped it here in the Discord. And this Discord is free. You know, all these people are just here waiting sometimes for a good play. Some people are searching, some people are waiting, some people are touching themselves. So I dropped it here, 12K, and if I click this button, it generates a PNL or like a scorecard, right? When it was dropped, 12K, what it got up to, 269K, and that's a 21.97x. So let's just call it a 22x. Which is pretty good, you know? Pretty good. Pretty damn good. And I found that while I was gaming, while I was shooting people in Warzone. And that's how it's done. But now it's time to find another play and get active again, so we shall do that.
$100 coffee in Japan just for my wife to get rizzed up by an old man. We walked in empty, just a motorcycle parked in the middle of a cafe. 5 minutes later, an 80-year-old man emerged from the shadows. Before the $100 coffee, we ordered the $20 Super Nigai coffee.
You hear that? It's that super nigai. I'm having a biscuit. Super nigai. Super nigga guy.
Buddy Guy coffee. A brew so bitter it reprogrammed my tongue, but it was also the best coffee we had in Japan. We paired it with a homemade cheesecake with a sherbet-like texture and dipped it into the coffee like sushi and soy sauce. Sweet, bitter, unreal pairing. Then he brought out a full barrel of 40-year dry-aged coffee. A cup cost $100, but he gave us a tasting spoon for $20. It tasted like ice wine, sweet, bitter, deep, a bit like black licorice.
This fat guy looks like a rat wizard. Even though rat wizard's using someone else's PFP.
And while we were sipping, he started chatting. He gave my wife 2 photos, one of him in his prime and one from yesterday, and signed them. Grandpa was aura farming. This cafe is open 20 hours a day, run entirely by him, so you know the coffee works. So yeah, the $100 coffee in Osaka, worth it.
Bro paid off his house. His wife died, and now he's just aging coffee. Seems like a nice guy. Got the first hot micer up the night. It's people that join the VC and they just start hot micing. So you got to server mute them. If you're watching this stream and you can hear me good, we have a VIP section that can be paid or non-paid. You can earn a VIP badge like NADA, which is a VIP badge like that, without paying by just simply hitting raids. So you like, you retweet, and you comment on the tweets of the community, predominantly mine. Obviously, I'm the leader of the community. I built this. And you contribute to the success and growth of the community by rating. You then unlock points. Those points can then be transferred into a few things. You can get your VIP membership. You can get 1 hour with me.
That you can ring here.
You see, that's Coach Crypto. You shouldn't even be. Yeah, you can get a few things. You can get 1 hour with me, 30 minutes with me, one-on-one. So I can walk you through everything you need to know about all this degen shit, trading, etc. Or any questions you might have. Or you can unlock your VIP membership. So there's a few things you can do by earning points. And then obviously we have in the VIP section signals, right? Volume alerts, signals. Some of these do pretty well. They're all customly selected by specific filters that we factored in. And then we have a VIP training where we update all the filters. We have private videos like this one in there. And then we have more private content like this cheat sheet for the dumbasses out there that kind of read or understand that you need to buy low and sell high, and that you shouldn't be FOMOing in, right? All that fun stuff. So it's a pretty jam-packed Discord. We've been around now for quite some time, really quite some time, and we're still growing. We do it all for free because we already have the money, and we're just looking to help others at this time. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, so join us. It's time to find another token. I don't know what happened to BitBoy. It is kind of sad, but shit happens, man. When you go for hoes, you leave your wife and your kids behind. That's what happens. I think that's what he did, right? He went for Cassie. She was a hoe. He went from a honey badger to a possum on fire. Crazy shit. I typically don't hold shit unless I'm gonna like stay with it, unless I'm dedicated with it, unless I think it's gonna go up and do something. I'm not here to be a community member. I'm just here to make some trades and teach other people. And to teach other people, what kind of a teacher would you be if you can't trade yourself? So, so I put myself in your shoes, the trader that has no copy traders. Because normal traders do not have copy traders. Me and you, normal traders, we do not have copy traders. We're not people from KOL Scan or any of these KOLs. We have zero copy traders. When we ape, it's just our buy on the chart and whatever comes organically or with a bundle or whatever. And so I've put myself in that position where I'm changing my wallet often and I do not allow my own people to copy trade me unless I tell them why they should at that given time. But I have zero copy traders, and what I bring to the show is that experience. That experience is zero copy traders, right? Everybody else out there has a couple copy traders. People like Cupsy have 15 to 30 copy traders. They even have them when they sell everything completely, right? Cupsy cheats the entire bag. He then has copy traders waiting to get in, right? We don't have that. Normal people do not have that. So that's what you'll see on this stream. You'll see a very organic approach to all this meme coin business. And if you're really, really lost and you don't know what you're looking for and you really don't understand why you keep losing money and what you're doing and all this, what you can do is you can go to my YouTube channel and I have put together 5 techniques. Technique 3 is not on video, but if you join the Discord, I'll tell you what that is. It was the most lucrative technique I ever made. And so these are the 5 techniques. 1, 2, 3 is not on video, 4, and then 5. Okay? So these that are here on video can A, give you the roadmap that you need to hit your trades. B, show you the right way to do things. C, give you specific parameters that are going to safeguard you and safeguard your funds. Right? And the rest of all the shit basically is just going to make you win. Okay? Because it's literally us against robots. Like, if you really think all these tokens are popping up right now because that's not even the sheer size of them. There you go. So if you really think all these tokens that are popping up every second come from humans, think again. They're coming from Pump Fund. They're coming from platforms. They're coming from robots that are scraping Twitter, or scraping Truth Social, and they're automatically deploying new tokens every second. And sometimes it's the same deployer wallet. Sometimes it's the same wallet that's deploying and deploying and deploying all day long. So It's us against the machine, right? The tokens that are being deployed are a machine. The tokens that are coming out are bundled by a machine, right? The people buying in are not people. And it's a very tricky situation, right? That's why people are losing right now so much. When Pump Fun was brand new, it was easy to make wins. It was easy to make some gains. It was easy to win. It was easy to come here and make a bunch of money and leave. Now it's not like that. Now it's all about which person with copy traders has gotten in. Who's in? Why are they aping it? You know, it's all about these fake KOLs. A KOL is a misused word, unfortunately. None of these people should be called KOLs because they're not leaders of people. And the word KOL, key opinion leader, means you're a leader. You're a leader of people, and your word matters, right? That's it. You're a key opinion leader, but you can only be a leader if you lead people. If you're leading people into their misfortune, that doesn't make you a very good leader. So that's where we're at, right? So it's against robots. And so in a world or in a market that's like that, you have to be very diligent and you have to be on top of everything. Otherwise, you're going to lose your money. You're gonna come here and you're gonna lose all your money. You're gonna lose everything, and you're gonna ask everybody, you know, what did I do wrong? You know, how can I fix it? And blah 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 blah. And by that time, it's too late. You've already lost your money that you had to play with for trading, and then you're scrapping together $100, trying to get $100 into a trade to get a 5x, and because you want it so much, you want that 5x, you want that 10x so much, you're never going to catch it because that's all you're looking for, and that's keeping your mind closed. So it's a very tricky psychological game, and the best of the best are not the people. Okay, the best of the best out there are the people without copy traders. Okay, if you can trade meme coins with zero copy traders, zero interest behind your wallet, right, all that stuff, then you are skilled. Okay, because you have no safety buffer. You have no safety buffer when you ape. It's just clean, right? Your buy went in, the rest is natural. People like Cupsy, they have 15 to 30 copy traders right behind them scratching their ass, right? Sure, they're copy trading him, but all he's doing is pumping and dumping charts. It's not sustainable for everybody else. All it does is wreck every other chart for other people, right? So, all in all, people shouldn't be copy trading. They should be using their heads and, you know, fixing things together themselves, getting into good groups that hunt, that get together and talk. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be watching a live stream of someone and watching what they're aping, because that's what's going to make you lose money. And when you lose your money, it's never coming back. You only get one shot at this, and if you mess up, well, you're on your own. So I have these techniques, guys. I've spent maybe $40,000 to $60,000 of my profits from trading to really test the Solana ecosystem. Honestly, like really, really test it. You know, I took money, loaded up a wallet, and basically got testing. If I ape here at this market cap and this is the criteria, what happens? If I ape here and this is the criteria and this KOL is already in, what's the criteria? What happens, right? So I went ahead and wrote everything down, and I came up with at least 7 or 8 different techniques. And these techniques are basically utensils in the kitchen that can help you cut your cake, okay? And so if you cut your cake the right way, it's not going to look like shit when you put it on the white paper plate, okay? So it's important to have the right utensils, right, when you come to the kitchen, regardless if you're cutting cake or serving it to others, okay? And so these techniques are going to kit you out with the right mindset and process to hit tokens, okay? All you got to do is watch these videos. I don't ask for anything from you guys. I've gone ahead and spent all my money doing all this stuff for you, for the people, right? There's no one on YouTube that has in-depth techniques out there. And that's what makes this so cool. So, if you need a YouTube channel with videos and content on there, check out my channel. It's the ETH_ghost, and you should be able to find me. It's also on my Twitter account, so if you're on there, you'll find that too. We have some referral codes. If you want to use them, go ahead. If not, don't care. Anyways. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Now, going back to Stapler quickly, look at this. It's bouncing perfectly within this arc, right? This bowl of cereal. It's technically a bowl of cereal. You have your Kellogg's Cookie Crisp. Is it even Kellogg's? I'm not sure. You have your chocolate Rice Krispies. Cocoa Pops, that's it. You have Cocoa Pops in this bowl, all right? But Cocoa Pops cannot sit in this bowl forever. It needs to fill up and go out, right? So what you're gonna see here on this kind of a consolidation is it follow the bottom end of the bowl. This is where you get in, right? Anywhere closer to the lower end of the bowl. That's where you get in. As it gets to the upside, it needs to pump here. And sometimes they fake out and then they dump and then they pump. And sometimes they just straight up wick and that's it. So that could be in stock for this token. If you missed your entry down here, that's your fault. You're not in the Discord. And, well, yeah, you're not in the Discord. May God have mercy on your soul. This we saw earlier in the morning. Let's see, we take the CA, and then we go here to the chat, and we just do that. And then you get this, look, so we had it at 100 and something, 136K. It's at 2.7 mil.